Click clack.
Women belong in the kitchen, baby.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I fucking hate you so much, Dennis.
I wholly subscribe to Burger King's tweet.
Oh my god, no.
Okay, for anyone that don't know, Burger King put out a pretty...
the lights are not on at Burger King.
Yes.
They're only on here
okay,
at the Double D Experience. That's because that's the podcast you're listening to right now. I'm David. I'm David, and I'm also joined by my girlfriend Denise, whose name is actually Dennis.
And I
who
believe
honestly
all women
for
belong
being
in the kitchen.
dude, for being my beautiful girlfriend, you sure seem to say some really self-sexist things about yourself, and I don't know if I like it.
Well, David, I am a self-hating woman. And actually, you believe it or not, there a lot of us do exist, and we.
No, I know that. No. Don't you don't even. You're coming in with a joke right now, Dennis.
Oh,
that's the kind of thing that I could fucking actually talk because I know. Believe me, I know what a self-hating woman looks like. Okay, I know what that shit fucking looks like. But since you seem so excited about it, Dennis, how about you go ahead and explain what our first topic is today?
I loved this fucking tweet. I mean, so essentially, basically what happened was that, Monday was International Women's Day. Burger King UK has a Twitter account, and they basically tweeted, hey, women belong in the kitchen.
No, they didn't basically tweet that. They literally tweeted that.
Okay,
that's exactly what
fine.
the
All right,
fucking
fine,
tweet said.
But here's the thing, though. It was
for you guys that don't understand.
It was not for malicious reasons, though. That's the thing.
Yes,
like,
it was.
No, it wasn't. Because, I actually do believe that this was one of those cases where, hey, one of their social media guys probably thought, hey, man, I'm going to do a joke, and I think it's going to really take off. So do I have, your consent to do it to whoever I guess his manager is? And so they said, yeah, sure, go ahead. They had no idea what the joke was until this guy put it out there. And the backlash followed as is obvious.
Twitter.com.
As is Twitter.com. And I personally, this is just me, I personally feel as if Burger King UK, personally for me, I don't think they meant it in
Speaking as a woman.
They did not mean it wholly as... they didn't mean to be offensive with it. They're not like fucking Chick-fil-A where they're gonna be like, we don't like...
No.
I don't think it's that problematic.
Dennis,
if anything, no, it is not. Because
Dennis,
of the fact that, one, they apologized real quick about it. Number two...
They deleted it because they got mad backlash.
Of course, that's what you do. That's Twitter etiquette, David. Don't play stupid. Don't play stupid with me.
Shaquille O'Neal, dude.
Etiquette.
Are you suffering from back pain? Need to get some Gold Bond. A little shake, a little shimmy. A little shake, a little shimmy. No, Dennis, the whole point is that it was supposed to be offensive because they know that any publicity is good.
I don't think so.
Yo, come on.
I mean, first of all, David, first of all, is Twitter. It's a fucking playground for everybody. And TVH, this is not the first, whatever, outrage that we've seen for shit like this, first off. And also another thing, it's not going to stop people from going to Burger King. So that's why I feel as if people's outrage to this, if you are a woman that did take offense to this, okay, you have every right to be. But at the same time, though, it's I found that tweet so fucking funny because this was literally... Look, David, it's not I'm over here saying oh yeah, women do belong in the kitchen. Make me a sandwich. Ho ho ho.
I'm just thinking about the fact that I'm just this man sitting here is just yo, it's fucking funny to me. And to my girlfriend, a tweet that says women belong in the kitchen. All I'm saying is that this man is getting the schnasty nasty from his lady, and I ain't got no lady to do the schnasty nasty with. If anything, if I went out and did the schnasty nasty with some woman right now, I would get a different kind of schnasty nasty called fucking COVID. So I can't even.
I thought you were gonna say a Whopper.
Fucking Whopper. Oh, that's its own kind of schnasty nasty. Because I gotta say something right here, dude. Burger King. It's not even fucking good.
Yeah. I mean,
I had Burger King. It's shit they have their whole pride and you want to know what makes our Burger King special? Because we flame broil our homemade Whoppers on an open grill. That doesn't I can taste the fucking, like, the charcoals when I have, like, a fucking Burger King sandwich. That doesn't make it better when it's on an open grill necessarily, man. They got all sorts of ember flames rolling up in there, you know, all sorts of blue. And the cheese, the way it melts on it, it tastes like a little fucking synthetic. And don't even get me started on Burger King fries. That shit is also garbage.
No, here's the thing, though. I loved Burger King fries back in the day. And I honestly feel, way back when, they were honestly, like, my favorite fries out of every one of them. Like, that I could think of, at least. Like, I don't know when, I think Wendy's was around by, like, when I was, like, a kid. Maybe, like, around, like, late 90s or so, I believe. But for me, it was top tier to bottom. Burger King. McDonald's was kind of up there as far as a second, and then Wendy's was kind of like for me.
I'm pretty sure McDonald's puts like some sort of weird, like, you know,
some cocaine,
some weird little Pfizer, you know, medication that they inject into their fries and
just gets people hopped up on the fries. It's like, oh my god, like I gotta fucking have me fries.
exactly. Makes them. You ever snort a French fry, Dennis? David, don't do it, because you can actually block out both of your nostrils because it's a fucking French fry.
Well, I wasn't expecting that to begin with today.
Well,
to ask that question, like, oh, have you ever fucking snorted a fry?
Reminds me of that fucking South Park episode, was it medicinal fried chicken? That's a classic.
Oh my god.
That's a classic. Fucking Cartman, like, snorting fried chicken skin over in the corner. But Dennis, no. The thing is, Dennis, I know you keep saying, like, oh, they didn't mean to offend anybody. And here's the thing. You're half right. You are half right about. No, I'm serious. Look, here's the thing, though.
Whatever you say, David, it won't matter, because as far as I'm concerned,
whatever you say, it doesn't matter, because you're a fucking bitch.
My whole thing is, it's not even that. Like, whatever your opinion you may have, I respect it. But at the same time, though, okay, maybe not so much, but like that comment, maybe. But I'm saying, though, like, the first initial tweet, just
why is this the most heated discussion we've ever had?
No.
It's about fucking Burger King
and women oppression. Such big topics for this podcast, but
facts.
Fast food and fucking women.
Bro, French facts, no printer, dude. Oh, dude, that would be a great fucking movie, man. Like, hot fries and hot women. The American classic.
I'd watch that movie. But I'm saying, like, the shock of the...
Starring Nicolas Cage.
The shock of the tweet was what got me literally dying of laughter, because I literally thought someone was trolling and did, like, a Photoshop of this tweet, and I found out that no, this was a legit tweet, and it was archived, and people literally dug it up to, like, show that, hey, this tweet was deleted, like, afterwards. That's why I'm saying, like, this tweet was fucking... The tweet itself was hilarious, because no one was expecting Burger King to just come out of the gate and say those 5 words and a period at the end. No one expected them to just be like... As if he was like some wife beater, like, women belong in the kitchen.
I was gonna say, bro, like, if it was a troll account, like you originally thought, who the hell hates Burger King that much and had such a bad experience out of Burger King? I know you do. No, I know you do. I'm saying, who hates it enough to the point where you make a fucking burner account for a burger account for Burger King? And just literally tweet the most immediate sexist thing that could come to your mind. And literally the classic it's literally the stereotypical sexist sentence, too.
That's why it was so funny.
In the kitchen.
That's why it was so funny. It wasn't even clever at all. It was just like dumb, completely misogynistic humor.
Yeah, and the whole oh my god, and the whole point is that they, like, you know, they continued on after that and saying unless they want to belong in the kitchen. Did you know that most percentage of chefs in, like, America or something are fucking men or whatever?
Which
and then
they sponsored
some dumbass program that I guarantee like 2% of the money it gets actually goes to it. And the thing that pisses me off about that, Dennis, is that they claim, you know, they use like this fucking attention whoring stuff, like, hey, we're gonna say something, you know, deliberately dumb as fuck to get attention, to generate for a good cause. And for what? So you can generate these women to get a career at Burger King? No one fucking wants to work at fucking Burger King. Hold on, wait. It's Burger King.
It could be different.
No one aspires to that, whether you have a PP or a hoo-ha or something in between. Nobody wants to work at fucking Burger King.
Hold on. It could be different in the UK, because at least over there I did hear, like, it's the pay is a little bit different.
I fancy a whopper.
Yeah, I fancy your hoo-ha. Fancy your fanny. Wanna fuck your fanny?
Call it that.
I mean, I don't know. If you're like that, like, hick British, like,
Okay. Bash your loud all over me rumply pumplies.
I mean, I like to think that, a lot of people aren't that like super British. Like I'd imagine like a lot of them kind of just speak the same way we do.
Oh no!
But
Every American, when they think of British accents, they go immediately to the most stereotypical fucking Cockney, like
posh,
East London.
It's either posh as fuck, or it's real like Cockney, as you said. Because a lot of people think, oh yes, everyone talks like this, and we go and have tea, and fuck our goats.
You fancy another rabbit?
Oh no, that's actually Welsh people. Welsh people are known to stereotypically fuck goats.
I thought it was Scottish.
It's Welsh.
No, Scottish is sheep. My bad.
Yeah, because like that's all they got up there.
Yeah, they immediately jump
grass,
to like
rocks, and sheep. That's all they got up there.
Gotta fuck something. Yeah, but no, they immediately always go to like a little bit of East London. Because has a tad bit of a draw to it, and they don't say brother, they say brother.
Brother.
My brother, it was really fucking
governor.
disgusting. He brought this nasty piece of whore out from the pub last night. Comes back in like brings this big I don't know how to work it, this big Burger King employee from the pub, right? And he just grabs a tit right in front of me mum. He's like, my mum is standing right there. I said, brother, why the fuck are you doing that? It's nasty, isn't it? You come back to my house and you like to just grab another woman's rumply pumplies in front of your own flesh and blood, acting like a goddamn Burger King.
I didn't know how far you were gonna go with that accent.
British Burger Kings. We don't just got Whoppers on the menu. We haven't. We also got
some lovely asses.
Some porridge.
Some porridge. Okay, well,
is that like some sort of food fetish thing for like British people? They just pour porridge like down their fucking girl's cleavage.
British people have no cuisine. That's a fact.
No, that's not true.
What? Like what?
Give me like 10 minutes to think.
That means there's
okay?
nothing.
I need you to not say anything for 10 minutes because I'm gonna think. Okay?
Can't do that. We're literally on a ticking time right now.
I disagree.
Well, David, let me tell you something. Fish and chips is not a delicacy. I'll tell you that much right now, so you could try again, fucker.
Okay, well, Dennis, besides the British... No, dude, Dennis, I know you say that long term. I say you're half right here in terms of like...
sorry for
them making this... I don't give a fuck. That's what we're all about here. And
the interrupting podcast.
Interrupting podcast. Moo! I hate women. That's not the sound the podcast makes. What was I trying to say here? You're half right in saying that they're not trying to offend people because long term, they did it to draw this attention or whatever to this, Burger King internship for women. It sounds immaculate. I wish I had that opportunity when I was in college, man. The opportunity to work at Burger King for fucking free. Golly, weed chillikers. The only person, unless your name rhymes with like binge rob Mare Fance, you don't want to work at fucking Burger King.
Jesus Christ.
All right? But like, anyway, you're half right. Like long term, they tried to, garner this attention for this program, but they did it through something that they literally knew was going to be deliberately offensive, Dennis.
No, I feel as if
they knew that.
I felt as if they didn't know. Or at the very least, this guy thought, whoever the hell made this tweet, who I'm assuming is part of the social media team, whoever made this tweet legit thought that, okay, I'm going to use this as a hook. And then afterwards, I'm going to tell like what this whole thing's going to be about. I think this guy, though, definitely, it goes without saying, he underestimated the fucking backlash that this tweet got.
Why?
Here's the thing. Because a lot of people, they literally feel as if, like, my intentions are good, so therefore, like, nobody's going to believe that, I have, like, any malicious intent with this tweet. To be fair, though, like, I'm reading this, and even I would have been like, if I was the head of the social media, there was nobody there with enough awareness to tell whoever did this, hey, yo, by the way, maybe you shouldn't type that, considering, like, the fucking decade and all. But, like, even I would have been like, no, you're not sending that tweet out. Hell no. Like, no, you are not. Change that immediately. Or at the very least, add the rest of what the fuck you wanted to say. Like, which was, it was so simple, too.
He literally could have fit it in the same tweet.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, apparently this fucking cut that I see like from this retweet like literally says like, you know, he could have fit the whole thing in. So it's like, why didn't you bother? I think this was just like basically him just being dumb, or at the very least there was like a bit of an oversight from him. I feel as if it was truly malicious, that's all they would have left it as. That's all they would have left it as completely. Like it would have just been women belong in the kitchen, not even a single thing afterwards. And they would have just let the outrage just bubble and explode, which I mean, it kind of did already. I personally feel like again, if there was malicious intent, I truly feel as if they wouldn't have followed it up at all. They would have just left it as women belong in the kitchen, period. And then just left that sitting there and just let it like, you know, just let everyone just go ape shit over it.
No, Dennis, I know that, you know, I'm sure the Burger King people aren't sifting around to be like, hey, yeah, we got those freaking cooter-carrying assholes. Like, no, I'm sure deep down they don't believe that, but the fact is that, you know, they did something that they knew would be tasteless in order to do that. Like, just because their intent was not to be tasteless, Dennis, that doesn't mean they weren't tasteless. That's the thing, you know. Like,
but they took it down,
all sorts of things, man. Like, I know they took it down, but that's also
Twitter etiquette. That's also Twitter etiquette. Like, if you get, yes, it is, David. Don't you know how the whole system works? If you say something,
I fucking know how the whole system works, motherfucker.
So that's what I'm saying. You should know this. If something gets basically so much backlash that you basically are being put on blast by every single fucking person out there, then obviously the best thing to do is, okay, we're gonna delete it. It's going to still pop up again because someone always just goes through the Twitter archives and just be like, aha, I found it. And waves around the offensive tweet from March 8th, 2021 at 1:01 a.m. Wow, who the fuck is tweeting? Who the fuck told Burger King to tweet at 1:01 a.m.? Who is reading
a very
Burger
disgruntled Burger King social media intern who didn't think his fucking life was... Who didn't think this is where he would be at this point in his life, Dennis. He probably thought he'd be like this, you know, guy who writes something like that probably thought he'd be like this ladies man baller, you know, like, you know, CEO of Burger King on the fucking island of horrors where wearing clothes is illegal. And he's just sitting there, you know, constantly erect with a fucking Whopper in his hand and a soda in the other. Meanwhile, he's got, you know, like this... like a couple, like 3 women arguing over his cock, like pulling it like in each varying fucking direction as that shit goes around. And now he probably doesn't even fucking work for the Burger King social media team anymore.
I mean, that's hilarious in and of itself, ain't it? I'm just saying, like we're gonna break it down because personally, for me, I do feel as if this was a very tasteless tweet. Like look, I do feel because like at least. Like I'm compartmentalizing it. Like this be Alex Jones right now.
Oh my god, that is not something you should ever aspire to be.
I'm joking.
Any of you out there,
gotta
make the fucking frogs gay.
We're gonna make the fries gay.
Then you got all these LGBT activists like eating at fucking Burger King now, and they're coming in making the fucking fries gay. I
mean, I could see Burger King making like rainbow fries or some shit, but like later on.
That's disgusting. Why would you want that artificial coloring?
It's like it'll sell. That's the thing.
God, it's like pretty patties, but for
exactly.
fries.
That's what I was thinking too. But, okay,
pretty patties.
But he just fucking flexes and he dies because his veins are just like too overwhelmed. But
what I've got, I'm done being cute.
But I'm saying though, on one hand, like the shock of the tweet again made me die of laughter because one, I was not expecting to read that. I legit thought
it hit you very suddenly. I get it. I get it.
It's like the shock of it all.
You're just scrolling through your fucking feed and Burger King of all accounts.
Oh no, I had to Google this actually.
Oh, you had to Google. Oh yeah. I forgot. I put it in the topics.
Yeah, it just completely went over my head when it popped up. But then again, and I also do believe that there was a better way to get your program out there. And what you did say was objectively, and considering it's also International Women's Day, it was, you know, basically tasteless and offensive. I'm not taking that away from anybody. Like, it was for sure. But I'm saying that at least the very fact that the 5 words that this dude decided, oh, this is great. This will generate a lot of buzz for the program. It's just so fucking hilarious. Like, there's just something so poetically retarded and at the same time hilarious about this. Because this guy thought, oh, I'm going to literally generate all this like I'm gonna get all these retweets. I'm gonna get all these quotes. I'm gonna get a promotion. Yeah, this guy literally. This maybe you also said like the way David even said it. Like maybe this dude literally was feeling so disgruntled at where he was at with Burger King UK that he just thought, I'm just gonna blow everything up. And so like I'm just gonna put that tweet out there. Who the fuck knows? Because I don't think we're ever gonna get an interview about like with this guy. This guy was probably just fired quickly. Like
I would
like,
love to have that man on this podcast.
Oh fuck yeah! And like behind the scenes,
all possible.
Like this guy probably was fired behind the scenes and everything. And if I did know this guy, I'd be like, yo, I don't like exactly what you tweeted, but at the same time though, that shit was so fucking funny.
I know that's what you would say.
I know. I would at least like I'd give him both like. Praise and also like put him on blast because like why the fuck would you say that? But and if he told me like what man, I wasn't liking where I was at Burger King and they literally promised me promotions for 2 years, didn't give me shit, and I just said what, fuck it, like I'm just gonna blow it up. I'm just gonna blow it all up. I'm gonna get these 2 grenades, pull the pins, throw them into the fucking crowd,
and not even gonna fucking look behind.
And not even look behind. Which
like,
again,
like Sephiroth. Just walking away.
Cool guys don't watch explosions. And that it reminds me of that one picture where like they showed like the guy and his whole back is just like completely gone. Like the back of his clothes is just like blown off. Yeah, this is blown off. But again, like I
would probably like spend my time like. I have, like, not to toot my own horn, I have a degree in communication and media arts from one of the top communication and media schools in the country. So I know what this asshole was doing with this tweet and using it to garner attention for the shock value. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But that, to me, that doesn't make it okay. Dennis, let me ask you something, all right? I'm going to ask you something for your earlobes to enter the sound waves with to your fucking brain. Throughout all of Black History Month, which was last month, and is, by the way, the shortest month of the year. I believe that is intentional. I believe that is intentional. I'm not gonna lie to you. Andrew Jackson is still on the $20 bill. He killed a lot of brown people. And
so did a bunch of other presidents. What, are they all gonna
Andrew Jackson killed way more brown people.
David, come on. Don't play like, oh, he killed more and he killed more.
He did.
A bunch of Nazis also, like, you're gonna say like, oh yeah, Hitler was the worst, considering like there was
Hitler on the fucking dollar?
Listen. If we're talking about
alternate reality where Hitler's on like the fucking currency.
I mean, if you ever watched Man in the High Castle.
Oh, I was just thinking about that.
I never actually saw that series.
To point that out.
I never actually saw this.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's like this
alternate history. Like, oh no, I want to say it. It's like this alternate history because it's my shit. Like it's.
I know. I get it. It's just funny the way you said it. You're like, no, shut up.
I want to say it. It's basically an alternate history show that basically takes place in a timeline where. What happened if, let's say, the Allies and basically the USSR lost World War II. And it's basically like the entire world's like split between Nazi Germany and also the Empire of Japan. And basically it's about this one central main character who's basically navigating his way throughout this entire like new regime and everything. And it's very interesting. I've seen scenes of it. It's actually really well made, but I never really got around to watching it because like your boy here is too cheap for Amazon Prime Video, so like, but I mean, I'm probably just torrented, so I don't really care. Yeah. But
anyway,
it's a good show. Everyone should at least give it a try if you're into alternate history or even just history in general. It's actually really fascinating.
Word though. Like I was saying though, I'm pretty sure I know what your answer to this is going to be, Dennis. But the fact that these motherfuckers tweeted this on International Women's Day of all days, you're a woman, you feel disgruntled in this world, like you feel like you don't have the same opportunities that some other people do because of your stupid boobs and vagina. God damn, these things always getting in the way. And imagine, imagine being a black person. It's Black History Month. You wake up one morning and McDonald's tweeted that black people belong in cotton fields. Would you have the same reaction?
Wait. Who's tweeting this?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? I think there would be outrage. I'd be a little bit like kind of shocked that like, okay, like wow.
The outrage for that one wouldn't just be like a 1 or 2 day thing like the Burger King thing was. If it was McDonald's, that shit would go on for a month minimum. I promise.
A month minimum, and McDonald's is not going anywhere anyways. That's my whole. That's also like at least what I'm predicting, because
It would take literal bombs to like actually stop McDonald's, and even then it wouldn't be enough. Like you blow up their like corporate building, you know.
Like Chick-fil-A
you know,
literally
like
said,
you fucking kidnap Ronald McDonald, like you're holding him hostage in your house. You got like a gun to his head on national television, being like, "Here are my demands. If McDonald's doesn't give me every cent it owes and gives me free fucking Big Macs for the rest of my life,"
which aren't
me
even
and
that
my
good to
family
begin
and friends.
with.
Yeah, which by the way are not even that good to begin with. Like McDonald's burgers are the worst burgers out of all of fast food, in my opinion.
Didn't you say Burger King was the worst?
Yeah, Burger King. Yeah, but I can taste the sexism, which kind of ruins the
I could taste
which
the
kind of
misogyny.
ruins the flavor. Yeah, I can taste the misogyny, which, you know, does not taste anything like a clitoris. I can tell you that much. You know, like the clitoris tastes like fucking sugar, spice, and everything nice that comes out, you know, from a
dash
woman.
of chemicals.
And a dash of chemical X. These are the ingredients that were created to make the perfect little girls.
I thought that was actually like, I was like, okay. Did David narrate for Powerpuff Girls? In my head.
The city of Townsville.
Where Burger King is.
Oh, Mrs. Whatever my secretary's name is.
Bellum.
You're so fucking hot. I want to shove my whole body in between your tits because I'm so small. I could probably fit in there if I tried. The mayor, you know, like to the.
I think also Miss Bellum was low key like.
Miss Bellum, that was her name. Thank you. She was on an episode of Johnny Bravo.
Wait, was she really?
Yeah, she guest starred on an episode of Johnny Bravo and like went on a date with him, and it was like the most serious relationship that Johnny ever had, I think.
Oh, word, okay.
Which is kind of impressive considering that Johnny Bravo is, by all means and purposes, an incel.
No, I don't think he is. I think really he's just like...
He looks like a Chad, but like...
But he like just loves women to a really goofy extent. And he honestly...
Johnny Bravo.
That's why too, like, I was about to say, like, you're not about to fucking knock on my boy Johnny Bravo. Like,
oh, hell no.
I love... I have a cousin who, like, he honestly, like, he's also Korean, but he looks almost like him.
Korean Johnny Bravo!
Yeah, it was, like, just minus the hair and everything. But, I don't know, I feel...
Johnny, right?
Like, look, Chick-fil-A legitimately put out tweets and even just publicly said, we don't like gay people, and we don't really care for them. And in a climate where, obviously, like, saying shit like that would get you into a lot of trouble. Because this was almost like their political stance when they said that. That's... I don't know if there even is like a discrepancy between something like, let's say, what Burger King did and then to what, let's say, Chick-fil-A did, in that, like, okay, like, well, they both said offensive things. Yes, they did. But at the same time, though, it's like, this isn't like... Burger King's whole stance is that we believe there should be more women within, like, the food industry. Which is, like, at least, can you agree with me? That's, like, essentially, like, what they were trying to get across.
I mean, I suppose. I mean, if that's what those statistics are... If those statistics are actually true, then that is surprising as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like, that percentage of that would be that big of a differential, but, like, yeah, I agree. You know, like, get more women to... Fucking, get more women to be in food industry if they want to. I mean, good luck to anyone. The food industry is fucking...
It's rough.
It's terrifying,
yeah.
But if you want to do it, by all means, you know, please. And your 5-star restaurants, if you want to be the next Padma Lakshmi or Gail Simmons or...
Are they both like real female chefs?
Padma Lakshmi can do some bit of cooking. I mean, I think she's like, she's the host of Top Chef, you know?
Okay, so she's got some...
she's got some skills and like she can cook and is a wonderful critic more than anything else. She's a wonderful food critic, as well as Gail Simmons is another one that I can think of off the top of my head.
And Gail's a guy, right?
No, that's a lady.
That's another lady. Oh damn!
Gail,
I hear a lot of male Gales.
You think like male Gales, really?
I hear a lot of male Gales.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Gil?
Or a lot of gay males? I don't know.
Dude, are you sure you're not thinking of like Gil?
No, I've heard a lot of male Gales.
I've never met or heard of a man named Gale in my entire life.
I'm also thinking of one in fiction, which is Gale Bittaker from Breaking Bad. He was the real happy scientist. Which can I also say, like, I actually really love this character too. Like, I also felt real sad when spoiler alert, but this is like an old ass show, so if you haven't watched it already, that's your fault. When basically Jesse like shot him at the door. Like, I was actually like really fucked up after that scene, and just because like I always thought like he was definitely one of the few innocent people, like innocent as in like he's just like he's not really here for any really malicious intent. Sure, he's a criminal, but at the same time, it's like you couldn't help but at least like just almost admire and also kind of just be jealous of his naivete to like this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like even Jesse, like he was still fucked up like over his death like seasons afterwards, which I was like, it's like that's how you know like he didn't even say that much to begin with, Gale, but when he died, you just couldn't help be like, damn man, I miss Gale.
Dude, I don't care. That's why you gotta watch something more lighthearted, like Johnny Bravo.
Gale died.
Pardon me now, hot, sexy mama. Hey, who's that handsome guy? Hello, 911 emergency.
Oh my God.
There's a very handsome man in my house. Oh, wait a second, cancel that. It's only me.
And he tosses the phone.
I love that fucking scene.
I love Johnny Bravo.
I'm gonna hit a homer today.
Everything about Johnny
Love that
too is
fucking
just
character.
like he's just so likable too if you really think about it. Just because like he lives with his mom.
I gotta save Jesse.
Johnny Bravo was in Breaking Bad.
Fucking Breaking Bad, the crossover
Oh
that
my
no one
God.
knew we fucking needed.
Who would they get to play
Play
his, like,
Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, to like
Oh
his
my
IRL
God.
self.
I'm trying. That's actually some pretty immense casting. We got to think about that. For
like
a minute.
literal immense casting considering how big
Maybe
Johnny
Dolph-
Bravo is.
Dolph Lundgren with a shit ton of makeup.
He'd need the hair too. That's
Yeah, he would need.
He'd have,
Well, he could do that. They could fake his hair, or
Yeah.
you know, you just grow it out. I
he'd have
guess.
to wear his sunglasses all the time because that's just his like his character.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren he's the first guy that comes to mind, honestly.
Dolph Lundgren. I will look this man up.
No, he's the Ivan Drago.
Oh,
from Rocky.
Oh yeah. Oh, but Johnny Bravo's supposed to be like in his like 20s and stuff. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I said Dolph Lundgren with a shit ton of makeup.
Yeah. Or maybe some CGI.
Or some CGI or something. Fuck, a real life actor who could play Johnny Bravo. That's a good one. Because he's so fucking huge, first of all.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
outlandish.
You need like a bodybuilder type of like I guess type of build for the actor to like
Honestly?
have him play him.
Yeah, he's too old at this point too, but also Arnold. He would be too old as well. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but then obviously there's the fucking accent, which is pretty much the polar opposite of how Arnold speaks. I'm trying to think of Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to do like Johnny Bravo. Pardon me, hot sexy mama.
Also, David, you picked two of the most un-American sounding
That's
fucking people,
yeah.
too.
I picked two of the most un-American people. Well, no, one of them was the governor of California. That's
Oh yeah, no one's more American than Arnold, really.
yeah. I was gonna
If
say
you,
I'm
like,
dead fucking wrong about that. I said un-American just because he had an accent. That's fucking racist. Jesus, David.
He really
Oh my
is
God.
one of the few what do you call it? Like I guess non-American sounding Americans that are probably more American than most Americans.
A lot of the Americans a lot of the most patriotic and best Americans don't sound like how the media would portray them or how you think they would. They don't sound like me. A lot of the ones who, a lot of them do, but some of the other ones who, well, no, a lot of the ones who really aren't are like, you know, frickin'. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my cock and I'm gonna turn it into a gun. And that way, if them there Obama government chums try and take it, they're gonna have to touch my junk.
How much you want to bet? There's still some hillbillies out there that still think Obama's president.
Oh, dude, are you kidding? 1,000%.
It's like you visit some of these people and they're like, it's like
I don't know how he did it, but he somehow,
He's
stayed
out of
there
office.
for 3 more terms.
It's like,
I don't know how Obama did it, but he's still there. I know he's running everything on the strings like a...
no, he's not
like a
president
puppet.
anymore. We literally had a very white dude, and we have another white dude as our next president. And they're like, what? And then,
Nah,
and
you
just-
can't
and-
trust those mixed ones.
And then you like pull up like the roster, like the whole presidential like list of presidents.
The
It's just
whole
kind of
fucking roster.
it's like, look,
Choose
listen.
your fighter.
it's like, George Washington.
Oh, the presidential
Abraham
fighting
Lincoln.
game. Okay, we'll get on the presidential fighting. What were you saying?
And David, we literally went through A through Z through this whole fucking thing. I literally lost my train of thought for like
Abe Lincoln, Donald Trump, John F. Kennedy. On the fucking Smash Brothers presidential fighting game, dude. Oh my god.
Ulysses S. Grant.
It would probably have better netcode than actual Smash.
It's like sponsored by the U.S. government.
I mean, hey, dude, literally, like, I'm firmly convinced that the United States government could make a better netcode than Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I honestly feel that way.
I mean,
honestly,
they do. I mean, the fucking military, you know, like the kind of connections and wiring they have,
Yeah.
like they have like that emergency shit.
Because I was gonna say, like, I feel as if it wouldn't even. Not that I'm saying building like proper netcode, even properly coding everything is not a lot of effort, but like when you have a whole like company who has a whole team of people that are basically your developers, coding and all, like you have a whole team that could just basically write better code, and the time investment will pay dividends because one, Nintendo, your online is shit and it's been in shit ever since the Wii days, and y'all haven't ever decided to change that shit, and I have no idea. I have no earthly idea why, but
I mean, they have made some changes to change some stuff.
it's still shit though. No one's saying like
still shit. Yeah,
no one's saying like, oh yeah, like dude, oh yeah, my game's not going to be dropped at all while using their online service. Oh my god,
man. I hope the Space Hotel has a better netcode than Nintendo.
It probably will though.
Which I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I actually did want to talk about this for a little bit.
David, you have the floor.
It's just a little semi topic that I have in here. You know, I'm thinking about changing the names of some of those. But apparently, and I don't even know if this is going to be true, but apparently the world is set to open the first hotel, or finish building the first hotel in outer space by the year 2027. And if you don't believe that, that's cool. I'm not sure if I do either. But if that's the case, Dennis, and if that's true, I would hereby like to challenge anyone listening to this podcast, whether that's on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, doesn't matter to me. I would like to be the first man to have sex in space.
I don't know, David. That's a long waiting. That's a long waiting list.
Really, if there's any way that I would want my face to be in the history books, or to have that weird occasional to have that tweet come up on your feed every now and again, once in a while, like on this day in 2027, David Nintoonist Riverall plowed some lass to fucking literally to Jupiter and back. It's like that. If there's any way, if I could show up on like those random factoid pages that come up on Twitter, that give you like those once a day random facts, I would love for that to be a big part of my legacy.
You're like a Snapple fact.
Like, yeah, the Snapple fact on the other side of the bottle cap.
It's like Snapple fact number 2034. And it's just like David Riverall, a local caster from New Jersey, was the first man to have been able to have sexual intercourse with a female in outer space.
And they interview me, right?
Yeah.
They say, like, what was it like? It was out of this world.
And the girl,
that is exactly what I would say.
And the girl,
some corny shit like that.
And the girl you banged is just like rolling her eyes, like, oh my fucking god, like this guy.
Well, there's also the zero gravity.
That would be trippy,
would probably
though.
assist that. Dude, it'd be hard. That would literally be impossible, because like you'd have to aim. You'd be on like the opposite end of the room or something like that. Imagine you're just floating around and like you insert yourself once, but then because of the fucking just because of the zero gravity, you just fly out, and you're both flying just in various directions, and you sort of just gotta like, it would literally be like those like DVD like screensaver screens where like your little square is bouncing all around the fucking screen, and I'm just trying to aim for like the woman's fucking her vagina,
her pussy,
just to see if I could make my way in, and then I do for like a second, but then there's nothing to hold on to because we're in the air, so it's like we can't, it won't work. I mean, right? Unless there's like something we could literally hold on to in the meantime that would keep us stable on one end.
I could see the bed having a headboard at least. you could like hold on to that.
That's true. Maybe if it had like a little roof or something like that below it. But either way, it would also be difficult because it'd be slow. You know what I mean? You'd be like just.
You could handcuff. You could handcuff the girl.
How would that help?
Well, I mean, she won't be moving nowhere, so you won't have to fucking.
Handcuff her to something.
Yeah, like to the bed or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were just saying like handcuff her. Like, how the fuck is that gonna?
No.
How is that gonna
hog tie her?
I was gonna say now she's just floating around and she can't even use her hands.
Don't put the cuffs on her cop style like that. Yeah, like just get something to restrain her to the bed, and then like
bad boys, what you gonna do?
It's gonna be like a space police.
Dude, they tried. The Space Force.
Oh, I mean, I feel as if that's just gonna be on the shelf for a while. I give it time.
I hope so.
Like it, because like when I heard that, I was like, okay, that's cool, but we don't really have any threats other than big rocks occasionally. So it's like, what are you guys gonna be doing in the meantime? Like, are you guys gonna be sending people up there? Because I'm pretty sure no one's been sending soldiers up into fucking space in our space stations up there. So I'm like,
just arresting the rocks.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, put a handcuffs on the rocks? Like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck you guys gonna be doing for the next like whatever century this thing's gonna be actually like useful? Because we don't really have any like crazy threats. I mean,
if anything, I feel like just sending people up there, to stop lawlessness in a place where there already are no laws and there's no fucking people. I'm just saying, that's only gonna create a ruckus. But yeah, honestly, would you do that? Like, would you like be comfortable like in like 6 years or 7 years doing like space travel for your vacation?
No.
Only
because like I've seen shuttle crashes, and even some of the more famous ones that I'm pretty sure a lot of people can probably remember from like a couple decades back, and I've seen those. It's, in my opinion, like, I'm even scared of going on planes. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not a big flyer.
Like, I turn religious when I get on planes. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck, like, whoever, whatever. If you do believe in God, like, that's great for you. But like, I literally like it. That switch turns on for me as soon as I get on a plane because, David, did you ever see The Boys? From Amazon?
I know that scene. I've never seen that fucking whatchamadoodle. I've never seen that show. I know what it's about though, but I've seen that scene, and I've actually even been told about that scene, which is so fucked up.
I know.
By the way, that scene is so beyond fucked up. I refuse to believe superheroes would be like that in real life. I know that people say like, this is what superheroes would be like in real life. They were just, it's all about their image instead. Like, dude, if anything, if it got out that like, you let that many people on a plane die because of your image, that is how you would look worse.
Yeah, but the whole plot of it was that like they were never gonna find out.
Yeah,
like the general public was never gonna find out. Like,
yeah, if you're unfamiliar with The Boys, what that show is about is a show about superheroes, but it's sort of like a quote unquote realistic spin on them, and they're like the superheroes themselves are like bought out by corporations.
Yeah, well, they're owned by them. Like they literally were made by them, essentially.
Right, essentially. And there's this one scene where there are these two superheroes stopping a bunch of terrorists on a plane, and then they accidentally, like, both the pilots are dead, and then the plane is crashing as well since they shot out the engine by accident, and they can't save everybody on the plane, so they literally decide to save none of them. Or one of them decides to save none of them. The other one was reluctant. And they decide to save literally none of them because they feel like, if we only save some of them, that's going to look bad. It's going to look bad on our part because it'd be like, we picked and choose certain people to save. Yeah. On the plane or whatever,
and they might say
rather than just letting them all die and just pretending they weren't there. That's basically what it's about. It's like it's really fucked up to think about in that
Watch
kind
The Boys.
Of way.
It's a great show, and that whole scene in and of itself, like that was one of the few parts of the show that really got me hooked because I think the actor who plays Homelander, who's like basically this universe's
Captain
Douchebag / Superman, or Superman if it was in the Injustice timeline.
Right, yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that, but I'm like, I think evil Superman's even worse than him because like evil Superman has had the world in the palm of his hands.
I was gonna say like evil Superman is the most terrifying thing I can possibly think of. Yeah, because what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Like
what do you do?
Like evil Superman is so
like just fucking like summon Goku. Like that's the only thing I can possibly think of.
Evil Superman is so bad, like bad as in a bad motherfucker that even Darkseid is not even gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, that's how
Which,
you
like,
know.
that's how even like, if the whole Prince of Evil and Darkness is literally saying, oh, I'm not even gonna fuck with this guy. Like, that already tells you, like, okay, like, he's worse than Hitler.
Like, he's actually worse than Hitler.
Like, and, for Homelander, it's a very much, it's kind of a condensed version of what Injustice Superman would be like. And and I honestly feel like he's like the best character in that whole show because everything that he does.
This is the character that chose to let everybody on the plane die, by the way.
Essentially. And I don't want to spoil too much because like the season 2 had just happened, like at least like a year back, and I think they're working on season 3. But literally, like, he is like, you can't help but hate him, yes, but at the same time, you can't help but be intrigued by him. Like, his character is so interesting in that he is literally the world's biggest asshole. And at the same time, this guy is also so fucking psychotic that, like, you just, like, are just so intrigued. Because, like, a lot of times when I noticed at least for me, the characters that I'm very interested in usually are the ones that are kind of a little broken. Like, either mentally or emotionally. And it's just seeing them kind of battle all that kind of stuff is, like, really interesting to me.
Yeah, so you're more into, like, internal antagonists, if you would.
Well, he's also, like, an external one. Like, he is the antagonist of everybody.
Right. You know, but I know what you mean. Like, when you're, like, writing a show, you can have an antagonist be externals, and it's literally a person, or internal, like this movie or show is about this guy fighting his own personal demons or whatever. There's no actual villain in that kind of sense, but every story has a hero and a villain, just sometimes they're not what you think they are.
Yeah, and it's
in that kind of sense.
And I've also noticed, like, a lot of people have a lot of writers, at least nowadays, have kind of subverted a lot of that. Because at least one show that I'm watching, which is Attack on Titan, the main protagonist.
Don't make fun of Attack on Titan.
It's a really good.
It's a really good show. It's a really good show. Okay, don't make fun of Attack on Titan.
I love Attack on Titan, but the main protagonist.
Dennis, don't make me do it.
Hold on. Let me get my point across.
Don't make me do it. You know what I'm talking about.
Eren, if no one's been watching season 4, he's become almost something like an antagonist, but it's also like you can't help but also kind of commiserate with him because there's a lot of times when you see in certain shows where, like, the protagonist has just been around for so long, and when the conflicts have just kind of, like, literally gotten to them to the point where, like, they're just broken inside. Like, it's like, and after that whole thing happens, like, they basically go through, like, a bit of a change through their character. They're not always, like, because usually protagonists are, like, what, the happy-go-lucky character who's gonna, like,
not necessarily.
But I mean, oftentimes the traditional protagonist, like, let's say Luke Skywalker, I'm gonna go and save the princess.
Well, he's a stereotypical of an OG, like, protagonist.
Yeah.
Like, he's the kind of protagonist that fits into the monomyth, the hero's journey.
Yeah, the hero's
if you
journey.
would. The hero meets this wise being that sends him on this journey to defeat the great evil. Like, he's the classic story in that sense. And not every, like, protagonist is that kind of person. Like, the first person that comes to mind is fucking, I guess, Bella from, like, Twilight. It's, like, driest fucking character in the world. Like, bland as shit. She's not happy-go-lucky. What are you talking about? No.
Okay, yes, you're right, true, but
like, protagonists can be all sorts of types of people.
I'll retract my statement because, like, David threw an example that I was not expecting this podcast.
I don't know why she was the first one that came. I saw a commercial with what's her face?
Kristen Stewart.
Is
that her? Is that her?
Yeah, that's the actress, Kristen Stewart. I saw a commercial with Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Dunst. I always get them mixed.
Kirsten Dunst is a little she can act. She's good. She's good. She's a good lass.
I got those mixed up, but
so
yeah, David's.
You like some potatoes? Well, from now on.
Oh, David, I don't know if I should tell you. Like,
you will be known as Potato Girl.
Potato Girl dies in the anime.
No, not Potato Girl.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know if you were ever gonna watch Attack on Titan.
I could care less.
But yeah, like she one of my favorite characters.
Gotta put like spoiler alerts for Attack on Titan now and shit, because a lot of new people are watching that show. There's a new season. I actually have to put spoiler alerts at the beginning of this episode or something for that. It's okay.
Sorry, audience.
I'll let them know.
Just tell them like I guess just write like AO like Attack on Titan spoiler like in whatever timestamp. Yeah, but yeah, like I don't know, like it's
you know
I love me some.
Those are actually quite high in calories.
You want to know
what's a really good way of burning off calories?
What?
Excellent comeback, Jaeger Bombastic. How will you ever follow suit, young boy?
I was gonna tell him that he. I fucking hate John. Is that abridged? I fucking John, you fucking.
Oh boy, looks like I bet your mama wishes she swallowed you.
Lifts up Connie by like the fucking head.
Oh god,
that abridged.
I fucking love that shit.
That abridged is still like golden.
How about you, Moped? Oh, my name's Arn from Tron, and after I ace this academy, I'll be joining the military police.
I can't believe how well you... Did you voice any of those characters for real?
Well, sounds like you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders.
Why, thank you.
Now, listen up! You shrimp dick fuck nugget! You don't get to join the military police until you take your head out of your hamster hole!
Oh, Jesus.
I can't scream. I can't scream. You probably noticed I'm going into falsetto. I can't scream that much when I'm sitting down. It's not... It doesn't work, trust me. If I was standing up better, like, literally that makes a mountain of difference, like, with the way the air flows, like, through... Literally just the way air flows through my diaphragm and my esophagus. If I kept yelling like that, I would have hurt myself.
I'm just still laughing that you went on that bit for 8 minutes.
It was not 8 minutes. It was definitely not.
It felt like 8 minutes.
I want to join the king side, sir!
Oh, God.
Oh, you think this is harem of the dead, you shrimp dick fuck nugget?
I love how even just like you
Boy, if you can't even pull a protractor out of your wiener slot!
And turn.
I'm done. I can't. It hurts. I can't. I literally just said it hurts to do that sitting down, and I continue to fuck. It's too fun. It's literally too fun.
That whole part was probably the highlight of the entire episode.
Beta.
Hey, Beta.
Hey, Beta.
Beta, I'm gonna fuck Lois.
Really wish your house had a wheelchair ramp. That's okay. I can wait.
I do that one scene from the video game where he's like, "All right, who's the wise guy who put this speed bump over here?"
Why can't I walk?
And then whenever Joe got his legs, he literally asked,
fucking lose them like immediately.
I know. Didn't Peter literally fuck up his legs because he was just like, "Okay, no, like, we can't have this."
No, he actually fucked up his own legs.
Oh.
What happened is that, like, all three of them were gonna break his legs, and then they tried, and Joe just beat the shit out of all three of them at once. And then what happened is that his wife shot him, like, 5 times by accident. And then it ends with him just taking the gun and shooting himself in the spine, because he was gonna do it himself, and he literally turned himself back into a paraplegic.
Jesus Christ.
Very depressing. It's very depressing stuff. Like, press F for the homie, Joe Swanson. Easily one of my favorite characters. Probably my favorite character on that show, if I'm being completely honest.
Honestly, I felt as if he should have deserved his own show rather than...
He got the spin-off rather than Cleveland.
Yeah. Which, like, I mean...
It's funny, they made a joke about that in the show.
Oh, dude.
No, not about Joe. Like, what happened is that, like, it was, like, the first episode of the Cleveland show, or, like, the episode of Family Guy where Cleveland's moving away, and Quagmire's like, "Hey, why didn't I get my own show?" And then Joe just rolls his way up, and he's like, "Because you're a rapist." Straight up, that's what they said.
It's not wrong though.
It's not even wrong.
Quagmire's show would be very problematic in today's climate, because
alright, maybe that's why they changed Quagmire so much. He's like one of the show's more serious characters now, and his personality has changed like a lot. Maybe they thought with the way, like, just the times changing, like, over the last like 2 decades or so, they just thought that He is gonna get this show canceled again at some point.
Probably. So I mean, they took an executive action.
All right.
He went from giggity to giggity.
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 Like, I love how they kept the whole arc of him just fucking hating Brian.
Did they really?
Yeah, no, that's a whole thing in the show. Like they literally had like a rivalry for like seasons.
Much like Peter and the Chicken,
A little bit.
but not like, whole fucking 5 to 6 minute fight scenes. Like just,
Yeah, not like that. Not like that.
Okay.
It was more dramatic than that, actually. Like it's usually the subplots of episodes, which I mean, don't get me wrong, Family Guy is not nearly as good as it used to. That show fucking peaked like years ago.
Oh yeah.
Years ago. In my honest opinion. Like season 7 Family Guy at the time was the funniest show on television. Like that show was hysterical back in its prime. It's not anymore. It's literally just cutaway gags and like really, 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 really dry humor to the point where like the whole joke is that it's self-aware that it's dry, and after literally the 15 millionth time, like it's just not funny anymore.
I mean, the only people who are still watching it too are
14-year-old boys.
14-year-old boys, and not to mention even like a lot of like just, I guess, adults that just watched it. And obviously, like, I don't watch TV that often, and I don't know how often you do either. But typically, like, I'm usually not at my living room watching TV. I usually just have streams playing, or I just fucking watch YouTube. That's my TV. And I don't know. Like, I almost feel like, because I'm sure that almost was brought up once or twice from the boardroom. Like, okay, like, Family Guy's viewership has literally plummeted since, like, let's say season 7. And we're on what, season 25 right now. And
I think they literally are.
I would not be surprised. I'm
gonna check.
I was hoping that was a joke, but and they're like probably thinking like, okay, like what? So what do we do? We have two options. We either keep beating this dead horse until it's dead no more, which is already dead, but like we're just gonna beat it some more if anything. Or we just basically cancel it and just have like a season finale or series finale at one of these days.
21.
Oh my fucking
21. Hey, good for them.
I know. I mean,
for
that's
them.
that in and of itself. Like at least just the sheer number of it is impressive.
Yeah.
Alone.
Family Guy's been around since '99. That show's a lot older than people really remember it for. Like it's actually been around for a hell of a long time. It's literally pre-2000.
Yeah, it's still younger than The Simpsons, but
I mean, everything is.
I know it's true. But like at the same time, though, like it's also become what The Simpsons have become in that. I don't know, like it's the humor's just not there no more. And like I am not gonna sit through 17 motherfucking seasons.
Yeah, The Simpsons just ain't as clever
Guy.
as it used to be, man. It's like that. I swear to God, that show's written by boomers trying to be trendy.
The writers
when you
aren't
watch
bad. The writers aren't bad. I just feel as if though, like they're just kind of stuck in this perpetual like, tug of war of like, I'm pretty sure part of them maybe does want to cancel it, and maybe they want to try something new. I think those same writers are the ones that made Futurama, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Matt Groening. It's a Matt Groening show.
Mm-hmm. And Futurama was fucking great from beginning to end, and I never had a dull moment with that entire show. And I thought the series finale was absolutely great as how they ended it.
Right.
And I don't think, because at least for Fry, it was like his main goal or dream was to be with Leela. And eventually by the end, like he got his wish, and therefore his journey's over.
Now he can look her in the eye as they
But I guess for that show, it's like Fry had like a motive. But for let's say Homer, who is arguably like the main character of like that show of The Simpsons, he doesn't exactly have any sort of, I don't know, like I don't know, he doesn't want to be, I don't know, does he want to become Hokage? I don't really think so, but like he like and the show is not even really about him either. It's more like it's about him and his family navigating a lot of the dumb shit that like kind of goes on in like real life, and then they put that real life into the Simpsons universe. And it's just like, oh, see how funny it is when Homer beats up a woman and then he gets canceled? Like, isn't that funny, guys? I don't know if that's actually like like that might be an episode. I don't even know. Like I literally think of like that South Park episode where he's just like, Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
I was thinking about that too. What is Homer gonna do? He's gonna tweet women belong in the kitchen.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, I guess the Simpsons did that too, huh?
I mean, I just feel as if Groening like probably he's getting those royalties, he's getting those kickbacks from Simpsons merchandising alone. Like everyone knows what the Simpsons are. Even people in fucking Korea, Japan, China, they all know who the fuck Homer Simpson is.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't know, like I don't really think maybe it's not maybe it is on the cards or not, but I could definitely see Groening like just maybe one day being like, yeah, I don't want to make this anymore.
That's gonna happen one day.
I know, yeah. But he's already kind of thinking about
unless
it.
Like he dies and like years down the line, like even Fox is like still making The Simpsons, which for God's sake, at that point it's like
let it die.
Like I don't know, that'd be wild. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think The Simpsons is completely unfunny anymore. I mean, sometimes I think in their specials they could be topical in a good way, but whatever.
My favorite was
my old boss. I used to intern back in college. I was an intern for this podcast. It's called the Really Famous Podcast with Kara Mayer Robinson. That's this woman, Kara. Her name is Kara. She it's a celebrity interview podcast. Mm-hmm. So she literally like interviews like straight up celebrities on her show. Like she's had like a lot of great ones on. Like a lot of the what's the show that I'm thinking? A lot of the people from The Sopranos actually. She's had Michael Imperioli on like several times.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's literally like friends with Michael Imperioli, which is pretty cool. Awesome. As well as a bunch of other people like Cesar Millan, like the Dog Whisperer, and not Yeardley Smith. Who is Lisa's voice actress from The Simpsons? I forget the name.
I will look it up for you.
Yeah, if you could. I'm gonna recognize it immediately as you say it, but she had her on the podcast too.
Yeardley Smith. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it is Yeardley Smith. Oh, yeah. Was I thinking of Bart? I got her confused with Bart's voice actress. I think is a different person. My bad.
Also, her name is way too long. Martha Maria Yeardley Smith. Yo, pick one name, will you?
Yeah, pick one name. Dennis has a problem.
Jeez.
She's 56. But yeah, she talked about her career as an actress on there, and it's not like a typical like celebrity interview podcast. Like, what's the gossip? You know, oh my God, are you a Capricorn?
God,
like,
no, we're not going back to that.
Not like that. No. Don't worry, not like that. She used to be a therapist. This woman actually. So she her interviews are a lot more normal. She just has actual conversations with these people,
which I like too. Yeah.
And if you want to check out her podcast, it's called The Really Famous Podcast. It's on Spotify as well. I think she has a YouTube channel for it. It's definitely, if you're listening to this podcast, it's not. I doubt this other one is going to be the kind of one you want to listen to, and vice fucking versa, because I do believe literally 0 women listen to this show. And like almost mostly women listen to hers. But Yeardley Smith was talking to her all about this stuff, right? And it was really sad. It was actually a really sad interview because even after The Simpsons, The Simpsons was like her big break, but it was kind of like her only break. She always struggled so much as an actress in every other regard. She was never very good at landing other roles. She always says she liked voice work, but it was never really her dream. She wanted to do, and she wanted to be an actual on-screen actress or like on-stage actress and stuff, and that just never worked for her. It just never like broke through for her. She never had a breakthrough in that like part of her field, which is, fuck me if that's not sad. Like it's it's really funny to think about. Like this woman has like really goes to show, Dennis, that one man's trash really is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? Like so many people would kill for a gig like that and for a career like that to be able to voice one character, make your bank. Like be able to get other opportunities because of it, or not, whatever. But this woman landed one of the main characters on the longest running and most successful animated program of all time. And it's not what she wanted at the end of the day, like she wasn't living her dream necessarily, even though she still does it. She says she likes voice work, but it was never her first choice. And she pretty much just talked with my old boss about all of that. Like, I always wanted to do this other stuff, but I was just never able to break out, like, for one reason or another. And I was listening to this, and I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking... It's pretty sad.
That actually hits me a little bit because it's whenever you're going into show business. Like, not that I ever wanted to go into show business, but like, I just kind of view her as someone who had a dream, or she has a dream, but because of this almost unassailable obstacle, she can't do anything. Like, because what Simpsons has been around for like, thank God knows how long, like maybe like at least 2 decades at this point. And that's, I even like to think that she probably thought like, oh, okay, like, this is just going to be like she probably thought this is going to be like a pretty long running gig, but she didn't think it was going to be 20 fucking years. Like,
I mean, hey, she's still on it. She's still doing it. She never quit or nothing.
I know, but like, I understand though, like the sadness that she has, because again, like, it'd be like this wasn't what I set out to do, but fate had basically like, you decided, no, you're gonna be Simpsons. You're gonna be Lisa Simpson for the rest of your life, and which I like. I mean, I hope to God, like,
and probably beyond that.
Yeah, like Yeardley Smith. Like, I don't know if you ever fucking listened to this podcast, but
First of all, Yeardley, if you did, I hate to cut you off, Dennis. Please continue your thought in a second. If you did listen to this podcast, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I apologize. I'm sure you probably, you're never even going to know that we talked about you by getting this far into the episode. You probably stopped listening in the first fucking 10 seconds because of what Dennis said. But if you manage to power through, somehow, you're a legend and a damn phenomenal actress in your own right, despite what other people would say. So, Yeardley, you're a legend, and we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
I love you so. Yeardley, will you go out with me? Will you go? Will you go to prom with me?
Damn, David, you really like them older women.
Yeah.
He's like, I do. I love me so.
Yeardley Smith, will you go to prom with me?
Put that out as a tweet and to put at Yeardley Smith on Twitter.
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, fuck, I'll take her to prom. Fuck yeah. You joking? 56? That's the new.
34.
Yeah.
56.
My ex-girlfriend is 34. I don't fucking care. I'll do it.
Yeah, but I mean, your ex-girlfriend didn't look like a MILF.
It depends on who you ask.
Okay.
But pretty much everybody would say no, but age is just a number, bro, unless that shit's illegal, in which case it is definitely more than a number.
If you're 18, it's whatever.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, here it is. If you even you can actually see the photo of that she did with Kara here. If you just Google Yeardley Smith and go to images, if you scroll a little bit down, it'll say really famous with Kara Mayer Robinson at the right on Google Images. Do you see that?
Is it further down?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just fucking.
Okay, yeah, just send me that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'll just send you that. What am I wasting everybody's hard-earned time for?
I legit lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Fuck. All right. If anything, though,
but if anything, David, if anything,
Yeardley Smith.
Well, here's a photo of her with Tara Strong, who I would absolutely take to prom.
Take to Browntown.
She would never go to. She has a husband. Even if she didn't, Tara Strong wouldn't go to prom with me. She wouldn't fucking do it.
But she'll see how strong you are, and then she'll be like, "Oh, at last."
How strong I am.
Oh, he does Ring Fit Adventure.
Wow.
He is the fittest of them all.
The worst part is how self-aware she is, because of she knows how fucking hot she is. She's seen memes and retweeted memes that say, voice of your childhood at the top caption, and then the bottom one says boobs of your dreams. That woman is straight up well aware of how fucking hot she is.
I will say this: she does not look bad, as far as celebrities go, and especially for 48. God damn, I love her.
No, Tara Strong she's retardedly hot. It's kind of ridiculous if I'm being honest.
Her fucking spouse name's Craig Strong.
Oh, you don't like that name?
No.
Fucking Craig Cruz.
No, I meant Greg Cruz.
Oh, you said Greg last week, not
but,
Craig.
But even Craig Strong sounds like a really funny ass name. So what's your name? Craig. Last name? Strong.
I don't know. I think that's kind of Chadish.
He gotta look like a Chad first, though. Let me see.
No, I've seen her husband. He is kind of a Chad.
He looks like he owns a
I'm
yacht.
not gonna lie. Yeah, no, right? Yeah, he is kind of like, he looks like that kind of dude.
Oh, look at my yacht. Look at
Kind of looks like that
mansion.
kind of dude where you meet him, like he invites you to his yacht party, right? Seems like a nice guy. You come there with like your girl, right? And then they introduce each other, and then your girl literally leaves with him and his wife.
And
Like to that little private secluded room that's in like the back of the yacht somewhere, and fucking like he's not even gonna let you join. Be like, yeah, let's wife swap, whatever. You can fuck, her, and I'll fuck your girl. It's not even that. Like, no. He straight up took your girl to have a threesome with him and his wife.
Both.
Yeah, and just left you there with like a fucking mimosa in your hand that you don't even like, in like the middle of the day, just sipping that shit casually, just waiting for her. It's like, oh, she'll be back any minute.
I love how specific you got with that.
Well, in my idea, in my
God,
fantasy, this isn't me. This is Ted Cruz, who got invited onto this yacht.
I did not even know that. He was the...
Who Tara Strong, by the way, is like she's like a neoliberal. That woman is very, 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 very far left. She's adamant on her Twitter, which is why I don't even fucking follow her anymore, I don't think. Not that I even disagree with like all of her views, but like she like
a little too extra.
It's constantly about like whatever, it's your Twitter, you're entitled to that, but... So I firmly believe that woman probably would have sex with Ted Cruz's wife if she had the opportunity.
Oh yeah, she would fuck his wife.
Yeah, and just because of how much she hates Ted Cruz, and same, I'd fuck Ted Cruz's wife. I'd fucking do it. Is she even attractive? Hold on.
Wait. This is also a fun fact that I didn't even know about. Apparently, Craig Strong was the writer for Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not know that at all. Yeah, and then
Tara Strong was she was Bubbles. Yeah, Tara Strong was Bubbles, so maybe they met there or something. I don't know. No, this woman is not. I'm good, man. She looks like she's the other Zodiac killer.
Let's see. Greg's wife. Oh, dear God.
Dude, I'm just looking at these fucking like images now. It says Ted Cruz 2016.
Did she get stung by a bee?
On which part of her face?
All these parts.
The whole face.
The whole face, yeah. Like she just has like a fucking.
I wanna say probably.
She's got like a real man's face. She looks real butch in all her pictures. Oh, this is gonna be my Google search now. Ted Cruz's wife, Kara.
Yeah, same.
Tara and Craig Strong.
Oh fuck! Hey, dude, it's not as bad as when you fucking Googled what was it? AOC boyfriend.
Oh, come on. That was just like...
You sounded like a simp.
Listen to me. I don't even like her that much to begin with.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't really fucks with her that much. Like,
yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You've always talked about how...
David, you are the one that's going to be pegged by her, so shut up, okay?
No, I'm not. I
yes,
refuse.
You are. Yeah, no, okay, fine. You
no,
refuse.
I said no. I put my fuck...
All right, fine. You refuse. Okay, fine. But, here's the thing, though, too. I don't fucks with her, as you may believe. I just thought her boyfriend. I just thought her boyfriend. I did say she was attractive. I also did say I don't really fucks with her that way. I also think she is way too. I don't even know how to call it. Like she's a little too extra sometimes.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, she is. No, she is.
That's because she's a strong woman, Dennis, and you.
No, not even because of that.
Don't.
I'm even saying it as her as a politician. Because she is in that young and stupid phase of politics. She's young. She's in a position of power. And again...
Well, she appeals to young and stupid people.
Yeah. And I'm also saying that one...
Because she says all the things that young and stupid people want.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, though, like, she...
Free weed.
She has got a... Free weed. Free Wi-Fi.
I cannot wait until a politician just says, like, yeah, not only should weed be illegal, which I agree with wholeheartedly, like, it should be free.
I just wish...
Free weed for the American people.
I wish politicians would also stop calling it marijuana. Just fucking call it weed, man. Everyone knows what the fuck you're talking about. Stop.
Bro, the stinky?
Oh my god,
the wacky tobacco?
He was
The ganja, that Mary Jane marriage image.
although it would be really funny if like some politician was like, and we found him with an ounce, actually not an ounce, like a dime bag full of weed, and it's like
We found this man with an ounce
wait,
of the stinky pinky.
wait, Judge, did you mean to say marijuana? No, I said weed, counselor, and I meant it. We're not playing this game today.
We're not playing this fucking game today,
Did you
asshole.
actually mean marijuana? Because they always got a like thing. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god,
we
you
have
need to
to-
not say that.
Just censor it then.
No, that takes like 3 extra seconds, and I don't want to do that. No, at that point I'm just cutting it out. I'm actually just skipping right. I'm skipping right to this part. I'm not even like
Go
putting an
ahead,
individual
skip it.
censor part
I will
in there.
not be censored. Although
I will censor
actually,
the
no.
fuck out of you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he
Are
did
you
censor me.
joking?
He did censor
I'll
me, but
censor
at
the
same time-
flying fucking shit
I'll
out
still
of you,
say it. Then
motherfucker.
I'll still
I
say
have
it.
the power. No, you won't.
Then I'll still say it then.
I forbid it, young man.
David, I'm older than you.
I don't care.
Okay,
As
well,
long as you're living under my roof.
in my cage.
You're
In
living
my
under my
basement.
rule. Shut up, dog. We're talking about fucking nothing at this point. I think it's time to wrap. I think it's time to wrap for tonight. We're an hour 15 in. This will give us some fun, as always.
I've been sweating my ass off over here. Holy shit.
Yeah,
It's
well,
starting to
here's
get hot.
Here's the
now.
quick plug, ladies and gentlemen. Rise Cold Brew. Bing, bada boom, good to go, Zoom. $30 for a 12-pack now, which is, I forgot how much. I think it's 10% off than it was before. As well as, it's 3% off. No, $3. That's $3 off, but you can get, you can get 10% off using discount code Nintoonist at checkout. So you can get a whole pack of that for, only $27. That's a lot of coffee for a relatively cheap amount for you guys right there, as well as the oat milk vanilla, which is a brand new flavor introduced to the Rise Cold Brew family. So if you like that little vanilla taste in your coffee, we got the hookup on that, as well as various oat milk flavors for your liking as well. All 10% off using discount code Nintoonist. And yeah, if you're not following us already, I don't know what you're doing. At the very least, just click the follow button and then never listen to us again. That helps us. Just hit it. Literally, it takes 3 seconds. Just hit the little plus right there. Whether you're on my YouTube channel or on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, you don't have to fucking listen to us. I don't give a shit. Just hit the little plus. Hit the little plus, please. Just do it. It helps us out more than you know. And
Sounds like you're at that point of your career where it's like, I don't give a fuck if you like or subscribe, but I would actually appreciate it if you did. But it's like you don't give a shit, but it's like, also actually no, do please actually like and subscribe to us.
just going about the wrong attitude. Cancel me. I don't care.
Is this supposed to be me?
No.
Because
No,
I actually
no,
did
that was
say,
me.
I actually did say that because it's
No,
like,
you did. That rant was funny as fuck. that you went on. I can't wait till Dennis gets me canceled. That's gonna be a fun day.
I'm
Wouldn't be anyone's fault but my own.
I'm actually really laugh though if you got canceled over something that I said because it's just
I was gonna say fuck you. If anything,
I
you're the one.
I know, but it's also because I'm not in that sphere at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just some random guy from New Jersey. So they're just well, I mean, we gotta cancel somebody, and then they look and they turn their eyes at you.
We gotta cancel. Dude, someone's gotta go.
He's also white, so therefore he's evil. He's a cis white male. We have to cancel him.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, who doesn't believe in astrology?
Well,
Which I don't know. I believe in some things about that spiritually to an extent. Not all that fucking. I don't know. I used to be a lot into that stuff a lot with my ex, and a lot of people were mad. There were these booby physics that some dude added to Pyra and Mithra, the new Smash characters. It's way too late to talk about that. But
I did not.
a lot
know
of
that.
people were pretty upset. Yeah, a lot of people were pretty upset about that, rightfully so, especially with how things went down, and
Wait, so
it just didn't have to be made. But
so Bayonetta and all those other characters don't have
no,
booby
just
physics?
Pyra and Mithra, the new ones, the new DLC characters.
So how does 2 teeny bopper looking girls get boob physics, but apparently Bayonetta, who is literally
They're not teeny bopper, dude. Have you ever played Xenoblade 2?
No, but I mean every
The
anime
women
girl-
in that game are ridiculously over-sexualized.
Okay, that's what I'm
their bodies are ridiculous in that
But
game already. And
that-
in Smash, they're not that censored.
Okay, but in that game, and especially those character models, they're essentially anime girls, and every anime girl always looks as if she's 16, but apparently they say oh, I'm actually 30. It's huh?
Dude, it's same. It's gross. There's so many pornos where it's just like, oh, everybody in this video or everybody in this animation is above the age of 18, and they have to put that because they're clearly fucking not. It's gross. That shit is nasty. Yeah, no, don't. There's certain types of porn you shouldn't be watching.
If you want to simp over anyone, simp over Bayonetta. She's actually legal.
Yeah, please
like,
go ahead.
You know, she's. I mean, you know, have you seen her? Like.
It's like, dude, I swear to God, when they were designing Bayonetta, and I'm pretty sure this is literally what they were going for, they just tried to give like every stereotypical fetish and mold it into one woman.
Oh, and I loved it.
Dude, tall, British, you know, big ass, big titties, fucking mole on her face.
Everything.
What else?
Everything.
The glasses. There's glasses
High
fetish.
heels.
High heels, short hair. Literally every single fetish. Giantess. Technically, she's like 8 feet tall.
That is true. Holy Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, I swear to God, they were just trying to fit every single fucking fetish into one character. But
and they pulled it off. I love her.
No, Bayonetta's cool.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome.
I mean, hey, a lot of women love Bayonetta too.
As they should.
Yeah. I will say one thing before we go here. I'll plug Rise Cold Brew again, since we talked for a little while after that. But Rise Cold Brew, you can get 10% off using discount code Nintoonist. It's already $3 off already. The price got taken down as a pretty great sale offer. And we also have a new flavor, oat milk vanilla, which is oat milk, obviously combined with vanilla, like the oat milk mocha flavor or the oat milk latte, but now vanilla flavor. Definitely recommend trying it. It is bomb, as well as the oat milk in general. An original vanilla, chocolate, all those lovely flavors with 10% off using discount code Nintoonist, so you can get it for pretty cheap. And I already went on my spiel about following us and all that. Yeah, I'm not going to say all that again, but if you want to, they'll definitely help us out more than anything else, as well as sharing it around, you know, like retweeting us. Put us on your socials if you want more people to listen to us, or if you want if you want other people to check out the podcast, other people to talk about it with. That really helps us out a lot. You guys have the power to do that. And before we go here, and we do got a wrap actually.
Yeah.
I just want to say Dennis is a true friend. Despite all of his silly little mannerisms. No. Quarantine has made me really realize who my real friends are and who they aren't. And it's been horrible having to deal with like the anti-socialism of it all. And not anti-socialism as in like fucking Fox News, like, oh, the socialists come to take our guns and shit. Like, no. I'm talking about like being anti-social, which is the better right word for it. And because I was being a little sad boy, soy boy, cuck, quarantini weenie on Sunday, and Dennis he listened to me and talked me through some of my problems, and then later that day I got a little drunk and I already felt kind of better. But either way, it's just wine, dude. Wine fucks me up.
Oh, it does.
And Dennis, yeah, wine fucks me up way harder than beer. And Dennis just talked me through it. You know, was very kind to me about it and stuff, and told me all the bad things I said about myself aren't true. So just want to say thank you to Dennis and give a shout out to Dennis, and everybody deserves a friend like him, because he didn't suddenly not believe in me anymore when I was acting different when I was down, because I definitely have a dark side, but I can control it. Just learning to control it is the important part.
Well, don't go turning into Darth Vader on me, David. Don't go kill your wife and other horrible things.
Mufasa.
I'm gonna betray my whole family.
You hate to see it.
Don't do that.
Well, I think we're done, man.
Yeah, and again, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also share to all your friends, please. Help us get out there.
Content creator spiel.
Yeah.
You already know it. Like, if you seriously, because I've had so many people tell me like, "Oh, you deserve more subs." I'm like, you have the power to make that happen. I don't.
You and your friends too. Like, please, guys. Like, I'm about to go on a whole spiel again, but like, I'm just gonna keep this brief. Like, please, guys, like, do everything you can, because half of this we can't even do without you. And even the few comments that we get on our videos, that also makes me like really happy. Even the one or two that we get, like, I still, that helps me like, want to continue to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And
me too.
So again, like, just like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, just do those things for us. And like, we're gonna be making more episodes that are about as dumb as the others, and like, we'll hopefully like continue to make you guys laugh, and hopefully you'll enjoy our content. And like, please, like, help us out here, and we appreciate any help that you can give us. About to sound as if we're about to be starting up a Patreon. Oh, donate $1 and we'll give you like a clip. nudes in a clip from like a 2-second clip from our episode that we made today.
If you get to the $5 tier, you get nudes for both David and Dennis.
We'll send
If you get to 10,
we'll send you a calendar that is just us naked. Oh,
we'll do like a full spread for you, man. Like I'll pull apart my ass cheeks and everything.
It's like you do pull apart your ass cheeks, and I'm like, you see me in the background, like, oh.
And if you do the $50 tier, even Dennis is like, ugh. If you do the $50 tier, me and Dennis will kiss and send you a photo. We'll do it. I swear to God, just a little. Oh, I don't think Dennis is. I thought you'd be more into that idea.
Only if you have tongue. Lights off.